Hi there, my name is Cynthia Alvarez, and you know me from the video before. I did a little intro on that, but I'm just a local artist here in Corpus Christi, originally from Dallas, and so blessed to have come here to go to art school and then loved it so much that I couldn't leave. So I'm excited about creating hope with art, and this is a great program that has been funded by it's in partnership with the Texas Commission for the Arts and AEP Texas, and of course brought to you by the good folks of Case-Based Contemporary. And Esperanza de Texas is a local nonprofit that has paired with us. They are building hope for communities here and in Houston. And so we have all come together to bring to the community creating hope with art. And we have our artists here at Case-Based, Lori and Rochelle and Monica, and they are on Instagram every week doing live lessons. And so Rochelle was the one who came up with these awesome designs, and we want to invite you to contact us if you would like a copy of this booklet, and it'll go step by step with their Instagram lessons, and then also there's a few of mine in there. So when you go to Instagram, you're going to look for at Case-Based Art Lab. And that's where you're going to see on Instagram. Mondays you'll have Lori, Tuesdays Rochelle, and Wednesdays Monica at 7 o'clock. And then these here videos right here with me, okay? And so today I just wanted to mention that even though May is closing out right now, May is Mental Health Awareness Month. And so I just wanted to take a minute to talk about that. I work in the mental health field, and my child has been, my teenager, has been in services for many years. And so I feel that it's important that we as a community reach out to folks and help people feel comfortable in reaching out. Because really that's the basic tenet of mental health awareness. So I'm going to be talking every time I meet with you, even though it's going to be past May. You know, I'm just going to be talking a little bit about what does mental health awareness mean? You know, what does it mean? And so I'm just going to introduce that with this lesson, and then we're going to kind of, every time we meet, I'll just give you a little bit of information and something to guide you on your way about, like, what do I do? I'm having a tough day. And so there are resources in our community, and I definitely will put those resources in our link for the video. That is, if you do need assistance. I mean, suicide hotline, these things are real. And I feel like our community could benefit from using art to get through the tough times, because that's what I've done my whole life. All right, so today we're doing faux stained glass windows. And so faux is a word, well, it depends on, So F-A-U-X means fake in French. And a lot of things that we do in art is kind of what they say, a fool of the eye. Sometimes to make things look as if they were something else, but they're not. So I love this idea of the fake stained glass windows, because I don't know about you guys, but if you've ever seen some of these real highly decorative older windows that were done, or maybe even a cathedral in France that had, a rose window. If you've ever been to a church that had stained glass windows and it was a sunny day, and you could just see the sun shining through those beautiful colors, and it just makes, if the sun is strong enough, it will even cast those colors into your environment. And so that's what I find the most beautiful. I had never been to a church like that until later in my life. I did go to a church that had the stained glass windows, and it was a day like that when the sun was just shining straight through those colors. And I just felt like, I don't know, it just made me feel so happy. And so I did find this lesson. I've done it a couple of times with people in the community, and they absolutely loved it. and I'm excited to share it with you today. One thing about, we want to talk about mindfulness. So what is mindfulness? It means that you focus on how the light comes through your stained glass window and when you feel stressed, you know. So in other words, mindfulness is about, let's say, you're going to take deep breaths. You're going to realize that you are in this moment and pay attention to sounds and colors and get in tune with what it is around you. And so when I feel like when I do practice mindfulness, it helps me get through stressful times, but it also helps me in focusing. So when I say that, sometimes a little mindfulness exercise is what we call that I heard about that it was very useful for me is like, let's say it's been a super stressful day and you've been stuck inside all day, like maybe at school or at work, and you are feeling kind of down or whatever, and you're wondering, gosh, you know, I wish I could just get out of here or something, or I wish I could just leave, you know. But instead, what I have done, I've learned how to do is that I look at outside my window and I try to find as many different colors of green out there. Like, thank goodness there's a beautiful tree. There's a few beautiful trees right outside my window. And so in the midst of even a really chaotic, stressful day, even if I'm on the phone with somebody and they're stressed out, I take deep breaths. I look at the leaves. I think about the wind that's blowing through the leaves, and I take deep breaths, and all of a sudden I feel more calm. And so it takes practice, and I think it's a lovely practice. It's something that I've embraced, and it has now become thoroughly integrated into my life as much as possible. I'm not 100%, because sometimes, as we all do, I flail and I forget that I should be taking deep breaths, you know. So that's why I want this companion book and the video to help you realize that it doesn't take much to be creative and to funnel your feelings into something and create something that never existed before. And so this is the magic that we as human beings can do. All right, folks, so what are you going to need to do this? You're going to need basic black construction paper, some tissue paper, and scissors, a glue stick, and don't forget, you got to have your imagination, okay? So I'm going to read through the instructions, and then we're going to get to business, okay? All right, so we are going to, we'll go step by step, and the thing is, this book is available on PDF to print out at K-Space Art Lab, as well as in person. And so if you would like to pick one of these up, just contact the folks at K-Space, and you are welcome to come and pick some up for yourself, your family, whomever, and we would love to share this experience with you, okay? So I started with a really basic shape. So what I started out with was one black piece of construction paper, okay? And so then I folded it in half, and then, guess what? I folded it in half again. Is it perfect? No. Is it a little wonky? Yeah, it's okay. It's all right. Or maybe not. Okay. I folded in fourths. Oh my goodness. And I would cut it across those lines until I have a fourth each. So I'm going to cut, what I did was I cut my little square, and it can be black paper or it can be purple or dark blue. You want a dark color because it's going to mimic the leading around a stained glass window, and usually that leading will be black. However, as with any art lesson, you can feel free to modify or change in any way and come up with your own version of this, because I love to see, you know, I love to see what you guys are going to do with it, how it's going to grow and how it's going to be different once you guys get your hands on this. All right, so we cut our little quarter squares like I showed you. And then I basically will, and you guys can do this too. So any kind of pattern that you're going to pencil in, kind of like, I think you probably remember making Valentines like this, maybe in 2nd or 3rd grade. I know I did. And yeah, Valentine's Day, my favorite. Just kidding. So anyway, you can make any kind of pattern here. The one in the illustration, and you're going to grab a pencil. The one in the illustration, I guess, kind of had like a half moon here. And we can make like a flower text, a flower pattern by just like maybe putting some petals. I don't know if you can see that. And you know, if you're gonna do your own thing, you know, just make it kind of blocky so that it's not real complicated. And that's what I love about these windows, is that it's not about exactness or anything like that. Just it's about you want to think about a basic pattern. And the cool thing is, because the materials, you know, are not that hard to come by. You know, baby, practice makes perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna cut. I don't know if you could see that the pencil lines from where I basically did a half moon here. And I'm gonna cut. And then I did like maybe cut sort of like the petal of a flower here. Oh man. I wonder if, okay. And so there you go. Don't tell anybody that I made that little mistake there. I'm sure nobody's gonna see that, right? Oh well. It's just, you know what? When you make a mistake like that, just say, yep, I totally meant to do that on purpose. That was my intent. As an artist, it's one of the most useful phrases you'll ever have. Like somebody might point something out, and they're like, oh, you know what? It's not level there. And you're like, oh, right. So that reflects the feelings that I had when I was making the piece, you know? So that's a little artist tip from me to you. Always justify your choices, and you can do anything in art. Let's see if I didn't, yep, I cut too far. See, practice makes perfect, people. All right, well, let's say if I would not have done that, if I wouldn't have cut too far, and I would have cut 2 pieces at the same time, then I would have like a little flower. So I got a little bit too fancy, but obviously it's cool to stick with just a heart shape or whatever shape that whenever you fold it in half, it is a mirror image, okay? So, all right, so I took a bunch of tissue paper, and I like ripping the tissue paper because when you cut it, I think the lines are too exact, and it's a little bit boring, which we don't want. We want fun. Do you know anybody who wants to have fun doing art? So if you do, let's do this. But the thing is, I'm going to tell you right now, your mom is not going to like it if you do this with your friends and then you make a big mess, okay? So don't make mama mad. Don't give mama any extra work and say, oh, I did this because Miss Cynthia said I should take all the papers and do this. You know, she might not understand. Just clean up after yourself, kids, okay? Here we go. All right, so this is the last step. And we're going to grab some glue. And I remember my best friend, who is a teacher at a local school, she says, when you're doing glue, you want to do dot, dot, not a lot. Okay? When you do dot, dot, not a lot, you don't get all those squishy parts, and you don't get glue all over you. But let's say you like getting glue all over you. Well, go for it. It's just going to take a lot longer to dry, and it might get stuck to everything. So, but what I say is you do yourself. So this is the dot, dot, not a lot method, okay? All right, folks, here we go. Are y'all ready for the magic? Because I'm ready to see it. So you just randomly grab whatever colors you want, and you're going to start. I'm going to start. You're going to start. We're going to start. No, we're going to just start layering in the colors there. And These are some of my favorite colors right here. They remind me of folks that I've known in my past that were really cool and friendly, and they like to sing a lot. And like, I can't hang out with them anymore, but I think we all learn something from everyone that we meet, and I feel like, you know, that's one way you can help people know just how important they were to you, and what a great time you had with them, or whatever. You know, think about making one of these for your mom, your grandma, or, you know, your sister, your daughter, whomever. Everybody in your life, you know. Everybody, anytime I've made one of these for somebody, they're just like, wow, how did you do this? And I'm like, I can't tell you. No, I'm just kidding. But I think it's a simple way to bring light. You change the light. I was going to say change the light frequency, because I believe a lot in about the power of energies and stuff, and we're not going to talk about that right now. But it is proven that when you enhance the colors in your environment to be more in tune with what you like and what makes you feel good, you know, all in all, you're going to reap the benefits of it. You're going to have a space that reflects who you are, and you're going to have that good feeling whenever you make something, especially when you make it. It's different when other people make stuff, but when you make it and you enhance and you put it up on your wall or your fridge or your grandma's desk or wherever, I think it's just fabulous, and I love it. I love it when I like to hand make. When I do gifts for people, like, I don't really like buying them if I don't have to. I like to create something, because that's something they can't go to the store and buy. And then they'll always cherish it, and every time they see it, they'll remember that you took time out of your busy life, and you created for them something that never existed before. Ooh, look, I'm putting a lot. I'm not even following my own advice, right? I thought she said not a lot. Okay, folks, can you see what's happening here? What's happening? What is happening here? So now, at this point, I believe we have closed up all the gaps. We'll find out here in a minute. And I think, yeah, there are at this point, nope. I don't see any light coming through. And so then we're going to sandwich it. And now you're going to think this is a little weird because I put a lot of glue all over it. But that's going to dry clear. I promise you. Trust me. You trust me? Okay. Trust me that when I say it will dry clear and nobody will see, nobody will ever know that. And so I just kind of do this around the edges so that you want the edges to seal really good, because that's what makes this work. All right, so I'm almost finished. And what I'll do is, for expediency, I'm going to grab this here. Whoop! Hey, product placement, okay? So while I'm using this as an actual tool to take excess glue off of there, we're going to talk about the Creating Hope with Art Gallery exhibition. This is going down August 6th to September 17th of this year. And we at K-Space would like to invite you to participate. Yes, you. Yes, any artist you know, your cousin, your sister, your daughter. The deadline is July the 24th. Every person may submit one piece of artwork. Artists of all ages are invited to participate, and the theme is Creating Hope. So that's pretty wide open. I want the community as a whole to feel comfortable sharing the ways that they create hope with art. And I'm really excited about this because we are going to have that opening, and we're going to bring the community together. And on that night, it's going to be so fun. And we're just going to take pictures and everybody's going to be dressed up all cute. Okay? I cannot wait to see you there. So all visual media accepted. Okay? The works may not exceed 24 by 24 inches. And don't you know, if it was me, I would push the limit. I would go right to 24 by 24. So the works must be labeled with the artist's name and email or phone number, title, medium, and retail price. So you can find out more about this. K-Space is located in the heart of beautiful downtown Corpus Christi at 623 North Chaparral Street in downtown Corpus Christi, Texas. And so once again, and this show is what do you call it? It's funded by AEP and Texas Commission for the Arts. Okay, so it's almost time for El Grande Reveal, okay? Are y'all ready for this? Lord of mercy. All right, so here we are at the Grande Reveal. So now you see that when light is cast through our fake stained glass window, the kind of magic that happens. And what I love about it is that, let's say you put this in your window of the kitchen or the bathroom or your grandmother's room. It's going to cast some beautiful light into your environment and make you feel happy and make you, probably going to make you want to make a whole bunch of these, because when I first started making them, I just wanted to do them all the time. I did butterflies, I did hearts, I did skulls, I just, the sky's the limit. Like whatever you wish to create your magic window with. I call it a magic window because any window that you have access to can be a magic window. Sometimes I've lived in places that weren't like the prettiest places or weren't the most comfortable places, because I might have been going through a hard time. But I can tell you that no matter where you're at, you can make things that are going to make you feel better. If you're an artist and you like to create, that's one of the reasons why the universe gave you that talent. Or some people will say that God gave you that talent. Was that you were given that specific set of what they call coping skills, so that you can overcome the hard times. All right, folks. Well, I really am so happy that you guys came along with us on this journey. I hope to see some of your magic windows and what your designs are going to be. And remember, check out at K-Space Art Lab on Instagram, and you will be able to start seeing Lori and Rochelle and Monica as they do their 7 o'clock live lessons. So I'm excited about the next lesson I'm going to have with you guys. And until then, one world is enough for all of us, and we should shine a light into all of the lives of the people that we love. And then also maybe just strangers as well, okay? You guys have a great day, and I look forward to talking to you again. And we will see you at the show on June the 6th. Thanks. Bye-bye.